The film begins in the jungle of South Asia, where we see some people who were cutting trees. The man who was running the machine sees someone behind the trees, but he does not pay much attention to that thing. Yes, but when he sees one end falling down, he goes to check what is happening. He finds out that someone has cut off the head of a man from their group. He gets very scared after seeing the cut head. He runs away to save his life, but then he accidentally gets caught in a net and hangs from his feet. At that time, a person from a tribal clan comes from the jungle and attacks this man and kills him brutally. These tribals were cannibals, people who eat human flesh and were sitting in the jungle by forming their own clan. After this, the sonship token comes and we see four friends who were two couples. These friends have come on a trip with their wives to Rome. Among them, we see a boy, Jasmine, and her husband. So in the second couple, the boy's name was RJ, and his wife Jasmine's husband is very rich. Recently, he sold one of his companies, so he has a lot of money in his bank. He is throwing a party for his friends to celebrate the sale of the company. He also says that whatever money will be spent on this trip, it will all be from my side. Now, the next day, everyone is going to go for a walk in the jungle with full preparation. A guide comes here to pick them up who will take them inside the jungle and show them everywhere. These people had to go inside the jungle by boat. So the guide first teaches them to ride a boat. After some time, the guard tells them that if you all want to make this trip memorable, then I need 2 days of time from all of you. I will keep you roaming inside the jungle for full 2 days and show you everything. On this, all the friends say that, okay, we have no problem. Anyway, we have come here only to roam. After this, the guard takes the phones from all of them because he wants everyone to enjoy the journey. They should visit the jungle and not miss the enjoyment by using their phones here. Now, everyone submits their phones. But RJ does not give his phone. His phone was still with him, and now these people sit in the boat and start moving towards the jungle. The guard tells them that there are some things in the jungle from which it will be better for us if we stay away. You people might have heard that earlier cannibal tribals used to live in the jungle. But the truth is that they still live in the jungle. They just do not come in anyone's sight. I know this because my grandfather and great-grandfather all used to do the same thing. My grandfather disappeared somewhere in this jungle once, after which he was never found. But then we found some of his bones, due to which we came to know that he was made to disappear by the tribals. By the way, there is no need for us to be afraid because the tribals live deep inside the forest. They will not harm us until we go into their area. After this, the scene shifts and we are shown two riders on the other side of the forest. These people were live on social media, and because they were getting a lot of views, they wanted to go deeper into the forest and show the scene there. When both of them go inside the forest with their bikes, an accident happens to them. Both fall down from the bike. The girl is repeatedly calling the boy, but there's no response. That is why, when she went near the boy's bike to check, she finds out that someone has cut off his head. His severed head was lying on the ground. Seeing this, she gets very scared. She starts screaming badly. She starts running towards the forest to save her life. She comes near a big cave agar. She thought that she would get some help here, but there is no one here. Then we see a tribal behind that girl. Now when the girl looked back, he had disappeared. Then someone comes there and throws the helmet inside, and this helmet was of his friend. Now, these people were none other than tribals who had weapons in their hands, and now they kill that girl too. On the other hand, in the forest, those people were making arrangements to sleep because they were going to stay here for 2 days. At night, when the guide and RG's wife were sitting together, the guide tells her about the forest. He says that till date, all the people who have come to cut the forest have never returned alive because the tribals living here want to save their forest. A few days ago, also some people had come to cut trees, but they also disappeared from the forest. This is actually the same scene which we saw in the beginning. Tribals harm only when we trouble them. If humans try to kill them, they will kill them. If we stay away, he will never hurt us. It was night, so everyone goes to sleep. After some time, we see Jasmine, who gets up and is going to the washroom, but RJ comes from behind and catches her. from which we come to know that both of them are in a relationship and they are cheating on their partners. Jasmine tells RG that I had planned this trip so that I can tell the truth about both of us in front of you all. After all, how long will I keep meeting you like this secretly? You yourself will have to tell these people about our love. On this, RJ says, not now. This is not the right time because my wife's dad is going to give his company to me, so we should wait a little more. Hearing this, Jasmine understands that RG is not going to leave his wife, and it is also true that he was cheating on her, but Jasmine was serious. She really loved him. Jasmine gets angry with RG and leaves from there, and he also comes back to sleep. Now, both of them thought that no one knows anything about what they are doing, but RG's wife and Jasmine's husband knew everything, that both of them are cheating on them. There is an affair between them. Then the next morning, when they wake up, they come to know that Jasmine's husband has left from here with the boat. The guard tells them that your friend has taken the boat and also the bag in which all your phones were kept. The problem is that if he goes on the wrong path, then it can be very bad. We have to find him immediately. So everyone immediately sits in the boat and sets out to find Jasmine's husband. After going a little further, they see two paths. One path was going straight, but the other one was a little sloping. Jasmine says that my husband must have gone on the direct path because he does not know how to drive a boat, so he will never go on this path. The guide says that we cannot go on the direct path. It is very dangerous. If you guys want to go, then go, but I will not go. Then RJ's wife says that you cannot leave us in trouble like this. You two will have to come with us and find our friend. Now, he did not feel like going with us at all, but on everyone's insistence, he agrees, after which they start walking on the direct path. After going a little further, they see a boat. Now, this is the same boat which Jasmine's husband had taken, from which they got an idea that he is around here. The guide says that I am not going further than this. If you all want to find your friend, then go. I will wait for you here. Now the guard waits for them by stopping near the boat, and these people start going inside the forest to find Jasmine's husband. The guard was sitting alone and waiting for them when suddenly he heard sounds coming from the bushes. He wanted to see what this thing was. That is why he moves forward following the sound. He reaches a place where all the people's belongings were kept. He sees his grandfather's cap here. Today, after many years, he becomes very sad to see his grandfather's cap because he loves him very much. The guide does not know that a tribal is sitting clinging to a tree right behind him. As soon as the guide sees him, he starts running to save his life. He immediately sits in the boat and starts leaving from here, but the poor guy is not able to run very far. A tribal comes out of the water and cuts his throat with his big knife. Meanwhile, they kept moving forward in the forest. They come near the same big cave. Then suddenly, Jasmine's husband also comes there. Seeing him, these people get scared, but they were also happy that thankfully he has returned and is fine. Actually, he was angry about what happened between Jasmine and RJ at night, and he went out alone with the boat. But he lies to all of them because he just wanted to go out. That is why he came alone. Anyway, these people go back to the same place where the guard is waiting for them. But not finding him there, they think that the guide has left them and gone. But his knife was lying there, which RJ finds, after which these people also sit in the boat and move ahead. After going a little further, they see the guard's boat on which there is a lot of blood. They also see a vessel in which water was being heated. These people also find the bed in which all of their phones were. But when they go closer to the vessel and look, they find the guide's severed head inside it. Seeing which, these people get scared. People get into a bad condition due to fear. They immediately sit in the boat and start running away from there. But the problem was that a tree had fallen on the way. So first of all, these people try to send the boat in that direction. But then a tribal comes out from inside the water and attacks RJ. Both of them started fighting, and as soon as RJ gets a chance, he attacks the tribal with a knife, due to which the tribal gets badly injured. He falls in the water and dies. Meanwhile, their boat also goes far ahead, floating in the water. That means they no longer have a boat. Therefore, they have to travel further on foot. These people are deep inside the forest, therefore it was difficult to get out. It was also quite late in the night, so they could move ahead only tomorrow. So these people decide to stay here and fill their stomach by drinking coconut water. After some time, everyone goes to sleep, but RJ is not able to sleep. He is being bitten by mosquitoes. To save himself from mosquitoes, he goes into the mud and applies it on his body and sleeps there. After some time, we see a tribal who had come very close to them. When RJ sees him, he slowly gets up and attacks him from behind. But just then, the tribal hits him on the head, due to which RJ falls unconscious. At the same time, Jasmine's husband also comes. He attacks the tribal, but the tribal overpowers him and starts beating him. When RJ regains consciousness, he sees some tribals who are dragging Jasmine's husband tied with a rope. Then, after the tribals leave from there, RJ comes to him and says that, "Forgive me, my friend. I will not be able to save you, and if I free you, then their attention will come back to us. You don't worry. I will save Jasmine and my wife and take them from here." After which, the tribals take Jasmine's husband to their hideout and chop off his hands and legs. They were doing all this so that they could arrange for their food. The next morning, RG wakes up his wife and Jasmine. He also lies to them that Jasmine's husband has gone out of the forest for help. We have to move ahead. He must be bringing help. Hearing this, both the girls become happy, and now they start moving ahead. But the forest was very dense. That is why they were not able to understand which way to go. Then RJ's wife sees a tribal, due to which these people get terrified. They started running to save their lives. Now the tribals were after them and these people started running. Jasmine does not pay attention and accidentally falls into a pit, where a wood enters her body, due to which she started writhing in pain. Now to help her, she makes a rope of tree branches, with the help of which RJ's wife went down. She takes out the wood from Jasmine's body and comes back up with it. Jasmine got badly injured by the stick. She was also not able to bear the pain. After this, these people move forward through the water and they see a boat. With the help of that boat, their work became easy because now they would not have to walk in the water. These people sit comfortably in it and start moving forward. But RJ realized that the tribals are following them. That is why he comes out of the water and goes towards the forest. He takes out his phone and makes a video and plays it with sound and puts it on a tree. At the same time, we see a tribal who comes there after hearing that sound. But suddenly, RJ comes from behind and attacks him. But the attack was of no use because he starts beating RJ badly. RJ gets badly injured, after which the tribal hangs him by tying his neck with the branches of the tree. After which, he goes to attack RJ's wife and Jasmine. Both of them were sleeping comfortably in the boat. That is why they do not know anything. The guard's knife is still stuck in the tree. RJ takes that knife and cuts the branches of the tree. Then he throws the knife and attacks the tribal. After falling in the water, the fight between the two starts once again. But this time, RJ gets the weapon of that tribal, with which he separates the head of that tribal from his body. After killing him, he starts leaving from there with RJ's wife and Jasmine. But then he sees many tribals who are coming towards them. Now here, to save the life of Jasmine and his wife, RG sacrifices himself and hands himself over to the tribals, and they attack him completely and kill him too. However, both the girls stop him, but now after his death, she becomes very sad. She starts crying. Then after some time, Jasmine and RG's wife reached the shore and thus they are saved. But she was sad that we lost our husbands, and with this, the story of this film ends here.